so with that said, though, you also need to know when to say no, and I think for me it's important to, focus on what's trending and build that, and put in the time and not spread myself too thin. But this community is all about collaboration. We have so many
that was my next question, which is how does collaboration...
Well, that's the thing. We have so many great people on this show, and, but I think it's important for me, just as important for me to be out there doing other stuff. Like, it would suck to just to keep me in this bubble. Like, that's not the point. So I try to be in people's videos and try to be out there, because also this audience is so diverse, and like, even if you could have 1 million subscribers or 100,000 views, doesn't mean like an audience member from this other 1 million subscriber channel might not even know who you are. Yeah. There's so much going on right now, so it's important to be everywhere, but know what your brand means, know your philosophy, and put it through that filter. So for us, is like, we're curating the best of YouTube with the top talent that are in those videos and in the culture. It's like what MTV was to music videos, we are to YouTube videos and the culture around that. So that means not only doing that here, but like, how do I outreach that into the world outside our channel, and represent that too. And so that's when like when it's important to do certain projects versus not. But for me, it's also, I have so much fun doing stuff that
you're the busiest person.
When I know I have time, like if I know I have time, like it's the weekend, I obviously have a schedule with the live show where we're daily at noon, and I have staff meetings, so I try to be around because people are relying on me and they need to have answers to things, and I need to be responsible. I can't just be like, I'm gonna go shoot here and there. They definitely do know the importance of me being in the community, outside the studio and outside these 4 walls. There's a lot going on, and you need to keep up with it.
So what are your goals for the next 5 years?
5 years? Who knows where this will be? It's like going to be like augmented reality content.
I suppose your ideal scenario for your business model and for you personally.
For the next 5 years, I really want to build out what's trending into like the biggest, most awesome possible thing it can be. And I think as, TV and traditional and this space is all coming together, like, what are the possibilities of that to get to bigger audiences and have fun while we're doing it? For me, I want what's trending to be on every screen. I want it to be a brand that like globally people connect with and know, and it brings in something to someone's life on a day-to-day basis. And I look at the companies that have inspired me over the years that I followed, like whether it be the Huffington Post or BuzzFeeds, and even other companies like Tony Hsieh from Zappos has created, like companies that have created impact, and you can't not know. Like, I want what's trending to be like that. A next generation media brand, and I want to also hopefully incubate and bring on other talents, like people that I see that are awesome, and hopefully make their dreams come true through what we're doing. And I think the sky's the limit. And I look at other people that I looked up to, broadcasters, and like I mentioned, like the Ryan Seacrest and Oprahs and Katie Courics, and we all aspire for that. And I hope to one day be able to have a legacy like them within this whole community.
You've already created it, girlfriend.
Well, it's still the beginnings.
It is.
It's still, we're just scratching the surface. And I hate saying, like, I want to be just Shira. I don't want to be anyone else. And I just want to, create the most I can and do the most I can in this lifetime. And so, and all this stuff is changing so quickly, but I feel very grateful to have a home to do what I love doing and express myself and be around and be inspired by so many amazing people. I get to meet new people every day. People awesome. I know, people I don't know, and get to share their story with the world, and that's a special thing.
Absolutely. One last kind of question, which is more, I forgot to ask this earlier, but like, what is the greatest personal challenge that you would say you have in being able to move forward in your work and like pushing forward those goals, and the greatest challenge maybe within the business model or community at large that needs to be addressed?
The biggest personal challenge?
That's more just for, what would be like a personal
that I need to overcome?
Or that you just have, it's a struggle getting through the daily grind or whatever.
I think I'll do first the thing that we think about. I think with business right now, the biggest challenge is that the space is getting so busy and inundated, and how do you stand out from all the noise out there and be valuable and continue, with that said, to get attention and build community and make money, because even with advertisers, we're competing against huge traditional companies even now for the same dollars, even though we're a startup. So you can't be intimidated by that. If anything, it's like, no, you need to know what you bring to the table and what makes you unique. and ultimately you make you unique. No one can replace that, even a huge multi-gazillion dollar network that you're competing against for the same eyeballs. So I think that's, you know, definitely a challenge. And how do you, as more people get in this space, like that have more resources, how do you continue to do what you do and do it in an awesome way? Because like money should never be an excuse. You know, money helps, but never let that be an excuse. So I think that, yeah, that's the biggest.
I would agree with that. I would say I would agree with that
entrepreneurial
completely.
challenge, right? To continue to be creative while dealing, like, and also remember we're in a time where in the past it'd be like you just did this thing or that thing and you did it awesome, and you were focused on that skill. Now, which is awesome, which is great, I keep using the word awesome, which it's great that we all get to do all these skills, and the people that are good at multitasking and doing everything, then the sky's the limit. However, with that said, it can make it really hard to do everything. Yeah. You know, and so with that said, with the, you know, this day and age, how do you balance that? Being able to do everything, but do that well and stay focused.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, a professional and personal challenge. And how do you, you know, live a fulfilling life and travel and experience what life has to offer while doing all these other amazing things, which is still part of who you are. We're all trying to find out what that.
You have breakdowns once a week, and you have your friend Shira come over with salsa and chips.
No, it's
and
like that happens. And I think it's being okay. I think it's being okay with being stressed. It's okay to be stressed. It's okay to be emotional. There's so much going on, and I think just embrace what that is. Embrace the madness, you know, of all of it.
Where can everyone find you? YouTube.com/?
Check out youtube.com/what's trending, at Shira Lazar, at what's trending.